Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton forged pendant called the Gossamer Circular Dedicated LED Pendant. 139656, beautiful fixture. Let's get into a lot of details on it. So let's talk about the size of the body of the fixture, and that's going to be the bottom part, independent of the cables that are holding it. And the distance from the bottom of this to the top of this, and this is the body, don't forget, is 11.5 inches high, 38 inches in diameter, so it's good size. The overall height, now we're talking about the distance from the bottom of the fixture to the actual ceiling itself. You can be as short, coming down from the ceiling, as 30 inches or as long as 100. If you need this to be longer than long or shorter than short, just contact me and I can walk you through that with customs, okay? So how this works is you have the body of the fixture, which is going to be the frame that's holding the LEDs and the diffuser and all the decorative elements that are sitting inside of that. Then you're going to have 4 cables that are going to be going up to a canopy. Canopy up in the ceiling is 8.8 inches in diameter, and it's about this thick. It's going to be holding a driver and a transformer, because remember, this is a low voltage fixture. It's going to transform your line voltage down to low voltage, and two of those cables coming down, one is going to be positive, one is going to be negative. Then the 2 other cables are just purely support cables, but all 4 cables are actually support cables as well, going into that canopy. Where they go into the canopy is called a gripper, and you're going to be pushing those cables into the gripper, slowly bringing this up and getting it to where you want it to be without those decorative elements in it. You want to put those in last. But you're going to be bringing it up, and then when you get it to exactly where you want it to be, you're going to be snipping those off in that canopy. So it's very important that you get this level, get it to where you want it to be. You want to be there during the installation, very important. Don't just tell them how high you want it off a table or how high off the floor. Be there during the whole thing, okay? So let's get into more details on that. So 50 watts all in, dedicated LED, like I said. And how it works is inside of that ring is a strip of LEDs going all the way around, pushing the light toward the center. And that light's going to be passing through a frosted diffuser, acrylic diffuser that's going inside of this as well. That's where those decorative spires are sitting. So the light's going to be going through this, kind of like a fiber optic. It's going to be going through that diffuser, and because it's frosted, it's going to refract and reflect light up and down. So you're going to have light coming down, that's task lighting, like the light coming down in my hands. You're going to have light going up as well, and that's going to be hitting your ceiling and kind of bathing the room, which is great. And it's also going to be going and hitting all of those decorative spires, and it's going to look like a piece of hanging art, basically. That's how the whole thing works. You've got 2,000 lumens on this. That's quite a bit. You can put it on a dimmer. Tell your installer that you're doing a dedicated LED, so they put the right dimmer on the wall. And let's go beyond that and talk about the weight. So this is coming in at 60.4 pounds. So anything over 25 pounds, we have to recommend that you attach that canopy to a structure of the building instead of just hanging it from this, a junction box. So, and I want to show you more about that, and how we're going to do it is we're going to look at the installations instructions. So if you're on the page for this on Handmade in Vermont, look over on the side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. Open that up for me. So in addition to seeing how the cables work and how the canopy works and how you put the spires in, all the decorative elements, it's going to show you how you attach it to a structure of your building, and that's going to be pretty important for you. So take that link and email that over to your installer so they get a chance to look at it. If you guys are building, send it to your builder. It's always good to kind of get a heads up on these kind of things way before you guys order. Okay, so moving on from there, let's talk about accents, finishes. We're going to get more into the whole finishes thing a little later in the video, but I'm going to talk about what you can get, which parts. So you notice you have a pull-down menu. It's going to say choose your finish. So when you choose your finish, you're going to be choosing your finish for the decorative ring that's holding the whole thing. You're going to be choosing a finish also for the same finish for the canopy. So that's going to be the finishes, and you'll see that big line of finishes you can choose from. Beyond that, you have the decorative elements. Those decorative elements are going to be limited to the finishes of gold, soft gold, vintage platinum, and sterling. So it's important for you to use our finishes help guide. I'll talk about it a little bit more in the video and get a handle on how all that works. Let's get into finishes now. If you're on the HandmadeInVermont.com website, look over on this side of the screen. Midway down, you're going to see a tab. It's going to say Finishes Help Guide. Click on that for me. There's going to be a video on there of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton forged finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be talking about a chart a little farther down on the page. You'll see it next to me here. It's going to kind of go over the differences between heavy forging and non-heavy forging, and it'll be talked about in that video. So it's really important that you kind of watch the video, use the chart. You can click on that chart on different things. So you can click on dark smoke and a big page will pop up and show you lots of different things in dark smoke. Click on burnished steel or natural iron, it'll do the same thing. But it's really important that you understand how Hubbardton Forge's finishes are kind of divided into translucent and opaque and how they can look on different fixtures. Our showroom in Vermont has we're up to 400 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's on Display page. It's way up there in those red tabs again, so click on that and you can see what we have to show you. That changes all the time because we're always adding things as they come out. Showroom's open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. We have an amazing clearance center here too. Clearance center stuff is 75% off MSRP. It's returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. If you were coming to visit us, bring a good-sized vehicle, something like a big SUV or maybe a small truck or something like that, because you might find something in the clearance center that you want to take home, and it's a lot of fun to go through. 75% off MSRP is an amazing bargain, so you should really take advantage of it if you can. Like I said, we're open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can call us at 802-446-2400 during business hours. You can email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all the time. We love to answer emails. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont, and we're the only dealer with 90-day returns and no restocking fees. No one else even comes close to that. Some larger items are non-returnable. We'll always tell you about that. It'll be in the description thing, that part of the description underneath on the very bottom. So keep an eye out for that. We also offer a rush program. Hubbardton Forge generally takes about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. They don't stock anything. That's how you're going to get all your finishes, your adjustable ranges to play with, all those things. We can cut that time in half, and it's super inexpensive. If you want to know more, drop a quick email, and I can walk you through the whole thing, okay? So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Love to see you in our showroom sometime, and have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.